Hello everyone, Thempire Ian here with more new cards. We've got some new stuff for the crossover breakers stuff. We haven't gotten any of the ryu-ge stuff yet, but we have new Maliss cards and we have new ryu-ge cards, or card. We also have a lot of little one-off cards as well. We have one more card for the Sinful Spoils stuff, the Sinful Spoils lore. It's the epilogue of the story. And I've gotten extremely obsessed with this lore since the last wave, so I'm really excited about this. It's a White Forest card. It's a field spell, and it's just Poplar sleeping in the uncorrupted White Woods. Oh man, what is that creature? I cannot wait to. I have to do a video about this. I have to do a video about this lore. It's so good, dude. It's so good. I used to be a hater. I am no longer a hater. I'm a lover. I'm a fan. Witches of the White Forest, field spell. You can only activate one card with this card's name per turn. You can only use the third effect of this card's name once per turn. When this card resolves, you can add one White Forest monster from your deck to the hand, and if you do, you can add a special summon Dark Monster to extra deck for the rest of the turn. Okay, so that's honestly, this seems not bad, but also the fact you can't special Dark Monsters, it removes the Azamana stuff, which is very flavorful because the ending of the story is that they purge the Azamana from the White Woods, so you can't summon any Azamana monsters anymore. But gameplay wise, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. First time each of your White Forest monsters would be destroyed by battle each turn, is not destroyed. Okay, that's fine. You could target one White Forest monster you control. It's treated as a tuner this turn. That's probably fine too. It adds a White Forest monster. It's a field spell that adds a White Forest monster. That might be good enough. The fact that it locks you out of Azamana is a little tough, but the rest of it maybe makes up for it. I don't know. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. Next up, another 6 Samurai card. Wow! These are not going to do anything. Because you just can't print 6 Samurai cards that do anything without banning the one card that lets you do infinite combos. So this is Kizan. It's legendary Lord 6 Samurai Kizan. Tuner non-tuner, warrior synchro, 1800, 800 defense. Earth, you can only use the second and third effects of this card name once per turn. 6 Samurai monster you control gain 600 attack and defense during battle phase only. Yippee! During your opponent's main phase, quick effect, banish a 6 strike card from your graveyard, then target one card on the field, destroy it. Okay. You control 2 or more 6 Samurai monsters, you special summon this card from your graveyard. That's fun. Yeah, this is like fine, but it's not great. It's only okay. It's fun that they're giving all the guys little upgraded synchro forms, though. That's neat. All right, Red Eyes Metal Claw Dragon, more Metal Morph support. And if you know me and you watched the archetype, the top 10 archetypes video, which maybe you didn't, but if you watched the top 10 archetypes of 2024 video, you know I really like this Metal Morph stuff. So let's see what this does. Level 7 Dark Dragon. It's got the same Red Eye stats. You can only use the first and second. You can send one of your set cards to the graveyard. Special summon this card from your hand. Okay, so it's a good extender. It does require you to send a set card to the grave, but that's fine, I guess. This card is normal or special summon. You have max Metal Morph on your field or in your grave. You can add a Metal Morph trap from your deck or graveyard to your hand. So you can really, in the Metal Morph deck, you can very easily get a Metal Morph trap on the grave, or get it on the field for this guy to send to the grave, I mean. And then you get to add another one. I don't know if that's particularly good, but you can do that. And then you can activate Metal Morph traps to turn their set, which that's pretty good. That allows you to get your Metal Morph stuff off turn 1 instead of waiting until the opponent's turn when they can actually activate their quick plays and such. So that's not bad. Overall, this seems pretty decent. Not a particularly good Red Eyes card, but a pretty good metal card. It's interesting that we're just getting like another Red Eyes card in here, but I guess it makes sense because there was like a Zoa card that was supposed to help you with the Zoa stuff. This is like theoretically a high level dragon monster that you can use to go into the Metal Morph stuff. This is pretty decent. I think this is good. Oh my god. Yeah, so here's Chaotic Elementals, which is support for both Tistina and Ascent, 2 of the worst TCG exclusives ever printed. You can only use the first and second of this card once per turn. It's a normal spell card, not a field spell. I thought it was a field spell, but it's just a normal spell card. I guess it kind of works like that one chaos card that searches light and dark monsters that can't be summoned normally. At a level 5 or higher light or dark pyro or aqua monster, the only targets for this are basically just Ashen and Tistina. From your deck or graveyard to the hand. Then if you have 3 or more pyro or aqua monsters in your graveyard, you can destroy 1 card on the field. Awesome, dude. I mean, this adds consistency to both of them. But it adds consistency in like a bad way. Like it lets you get to the high level Tistinas more often, which I think is good. I don't know Tistinas as well as I know Ashen. And it lets you get to the high level Ashen monsters, but the high level Ashen monsters are not the ones you want to search. You want to get the level 4 priestess. I don't want to get Vados to hand without using that one spell that gets Vados and a field spell on the field for Vados to destroy. And it destroys a card in the field. Whoa! That's crazy. So I can get Vados to my hand and then pop a field spell? Wow. That's so bad. If your opponent controls a light or dark pyro or aqua monster, you can banish this card from your graveyard, then target one monster your opponent controls, then take control of it until the end phase. And I guess that's like specifically for Vados. That's so stupid. And I don't even know if you play it, and you maybe do, just because it's a consistency tool, but it is also unsearchable, so you can't really rely on that second effect to go off. But it is just a search tool. But getting Vados doesn't do anything. It could also get you the king and the hero, but those cards also don't do anything. The thing about Ashen is that most of the cards don't do anything. They need to print cards that actually do something for them to be good. All right. But if they print cards that actually do something for Ashen or Tistina, maybe that card will actually be good. All right, next up is the Psalm of Kings. We got another one of those Dominus cards. A normal trap, you can only activate 1 card with this card's name per turn. If you have no monsters in your graveyard, you can activate this card from your hand. Pretty neat. When your opponent activates a monster effect on the field, you cannot activate monster effects in the hand, graveyard, or banishment until the end of next turn after this card activated from the hand resolves. Also, negate that effect. Then, if you have a trap in your graveyard, you can add a Dominus card from your deck to your hand. No. It's just a monster negate that locks you out of effects until the end of the next turn. And then it adds another Dominus card, which gives you another negate, which is decent, but I don't think it makes up for the fact that you literally can't activate monster effects. Now, would this be good in, say, like a Paleozoic thing? Maybe, but I think a lot of Paleozoics are also activating monster effects, right? So I don't know. Like, a lot of Paleozoic is like doing the runic Paleozoic, and you need the runic monsters to activate their effects. At least you need yugioh to. It just doesn't seem worth it to me. All right, we got another Gold Sark deck card. That's being censored. What? You can't do that. You can't draw her like that. That's gonna get censored here. Come on. All right. Magician's Apprentice, Black Magician Girl. No, it's gonna be Dark Magician Girl, the Magician's Apprentice. That's probably more likely, yeah. I think Dark Magician Girl, the Dark Magician's Apprentice is probably going to be close to what they name it. They love the redundant names for the Gold Sark cards. And that one's not quite as redundant as Dark Magician, the Magician of Black Magic, or whatever the hell it's called. But, you know. Level 6 Dark Spellcaster, of course. It's got the Dark Magician Girl stats. You can only special with the first effect of this card's name once per turn. You can only use the second effect of this card's name once per turn. You can special this card by discarding one other card. If summoned this way, its name becomes Dark Magician Girl. Okay. So that's how you're getting it out onto the field. This card is... Wait, it only becomes Dark Magician Girl if it's summoned by this specific summoning condition. So, like, if you summon it out with, like, a one of the Gold Sark cards, or Shining Sark, I should say, it doesn't get the name. That probably doesn't matter too much, but like that's annoying. This card is normal special summon. You can add one Shining Sarcophagus from your deck to your hand. Oh, that's really good. It gives you another way to get to Shining Sarcophagus. That's pretty good. Gains 300 attack for each monster in either grave that dimension Shining Sarcophagus. That's okay. I said that effect was good. The fact that it gets you another way to get access Shining Sarcophagus is good, but the fact the card doesn't do anything else, I think makes this card bad. Shining Sarcophagus does not necessarily need more consistency tools. It's like decently consistent. It needs. I would say having more consistency tools is good, but what it really needs is more end board tools, and this doesn't do anything for the end board. So I don't think this is good at all. All right, now we're getting to the crossover breaker stuff, the crossover breaker support with the new ryu-ge card, singular. Oh wait, no, there's two. There's a trap card too. I imagine we'll be seeing two ryu-ge cards that are going to be coming soon. I guess I'll make those as a separate video. But yeah, with the Maliss stuff releasing today, I wanted to make sure I got the Maliss React done. So we have two new ryu-ge cards. We've got Realized Reincarnation ryu-ge Anva, or Tensei ryu-ge Anva. That's probably what they're going to call it. This seems more likely to me, as it does for them. Level 10 Dark Dragon Pendulum is like the dark version of the Ritual Pendulum guy, the big boss guy. It's the evil version. He's a pendulum scale 11. Pendulum effect, you can only use the second pendulum effect of this card's name once per turn. Cannot pendulum summon except for ryu-ge monsters. This effect cannot be negated. I think that makes sense because I think the two pendulum scales make like a pretty wide pendulum scale, I think. I don't remember exactly. When an opponent's card or effect resolves that was activated in response to the activation of your ryu-ge spell card or effect, you can negate that effect and destroy this card. Oh, that's fun. That's nice. I think that's pretty strong. You can only use the first, second, and third effect of this card's name once per turn. You can tribute one ryu-ge monster from your hand or field, except for ryu-ge Anva. Special summon this card from your hand. If this card is special summon, you can target one card on the field, destroy it. If this card is destroyed, you can place one ryu-ge continuous spell trap from your deck, graveyard, or banishment face up on your field. Okay. That's funny. You could actually destroy it immediately and then get the continuous spell trap. Hold up. Got a little bit of a flashbang there, but I tried my best. I really need to set that up ahead of time. I keep saying that and I keep not doing it. I don't think they had a continuous spell trap, or continuous. Wait, is it continuous spell trap or just continuous trap? Oh, it's continuous spell trap. So you can get any of the continuous spells at all. That's not bad. It's like neat. It certainly makes ryu-ge as a deck seem a little bit more viable. And then we have a new continuous trap that can also be used. Ryu-ge Ruin. Your opponent cannot. You only use the second and third effects once per turn. Your opponent cannot target ryu-ge monsters you control with card effects. Okay, that's fine. If you have a ryu-ge pendulum monster on your field or face-up extra deck, you can shuffle two ryu-ge monsters from your hand, graveyard, or banishment into the deck, then target one monster on the field, destroy it. Okay. That's interesting. If this card is destroyed, you can set one non-continuous ryu-ge trap from your deck, graveyard, or banishment. So that gets you the rivalry, which special summons a ryu-ge. Then you can banish it and target ryu-ge continuous spell, graveyard or field, place on the bottom of the deck, draw a card. Okay, that's not particularly good. I actually kind of don't like the continuous trap. I feel like it's not particularly good. It's got like a little bit to it, but I don't know. I feel like I just don't really want to play ryu-ge as a deck of its own. I'd rather just play it as an extension of other decks. And I just don't think two cards was ever going to be enough to fix that for me. I think this guy is pretty good. Anva. I feel like he goes a long way to helping. And in fact, I think he also might find a way into... No, I was like, he might find a way into the package somehow, but I don't think he does, because how are you getting him out of the deck? He's a dragon, so you can't get him as easily as the other ryu-ge's. And I don't particularly like using the field spell to search anyways, unless your deck like doesn't mind the lock. So like with dinos, I would really not like to have this stuff going on. Of course, with dinos, I'd really rather be playing Fiendsmith anyways. I think the ryu-ge stuff is fine, but like it's a very small ryu-ge package of exactly... Where's the dinosaur guy? Like of Kaiva and Dino Domain. It's like 3 Kaiva, 1 Dino Domains, and that's it for me, anyways. And then you have a Fiendsmith package instead of the larger ryu-ge package, and that's just better, frankly. Maybe I'll do a Dino deck profile in the near future, but yeah, I don't know that you see play, just because I don't think they really synergize. They're like trying to make ryu-ge as a deck, but there's not enough going on to make it as a deck, and they're not doing enough. They don't really synergize with the package that people have been running, so I don't think they actually get to see much play, unfortunately. I think this one is quite strong, it's just not enough. And I think this one is kind of just like not enough. It's just like not strong enough to be considered, really. I think like with the effect to get another continuous spell trap, I'd rather just grab like one of the other domains. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Because like, why do I care about getting this trap that barely does anything? Like, it summons a ryu-ge monster and then returns it to hand during the end phase, so you can get a continuous spell, and it draws you a card, and that's it. That's all it does. And then it prevents you from targeting ryu-ge monsters. Oh no, all my ryu-ge monsters are now are now the worst towers imaginable. They're all fucking Gate Guardian combined. I mean, like, come on. You can shuffle 2 ryu-ge monsters from the hand, graveyard, banishment in the deck, and target a monster on the field. Destroy it is like, why 2? Why can't it just be 1? Why can't it just be one of them? I feel like 1 would be fine. 2 is excessive. All right, let's look at Maliss now. Oh, hell yeah, dude. Oh, these are so good. I love Maliss so much. The art is so good. Okay, so first up we have the March Hare. That's great. Level 3 Dark Cybers. Another main deck monster I think is really good for Maliss. So just the fact that this exists at all is crazy. During the main phase, this card's in your hand. Quick effect, you can banish one other Maliss card from your hand or graveyard. And if you do, special summon this card. Wow, that's insane. I mean, obviously, banishing a Maliss monster is just special summon 2 monsters. It just says special summon 2 monsters. Your opponent cannot target Maliss link monsters appointed to this card with card effects. Who cares? If this card becomes banished, you can pay 300 life points, then target one of your banished Maliss monsters, add it to your hand. Okay, so this one actually doesn't come to the field in the same way. It comes to the field by the first effect, so you have to have it in hand. And then... I forget, did one of them search monsters? I don't think any of them actually search monsters. And then if it becomes banished, you can pay 300 to add a banished Maliss monster to hand. Oh, wait, which could be itself to use its effect, which can also banish from graveyard. Oh, man, that's really interesting. Okay, March Hare is crazy. Yeah, no, this card is really cool. Okay, and then we have Maliss in the Mirror, which has like the coolest art ever. They're making a field mat, a field mat. They're making a mat out of this, and I want it so bad. So this is a quick play spell card. You can only use the first and second. Target one face-up monster opponent controls. Banish one Maliss monster from your hand or face-up field, and if you do, negate the targeted monster's effects until the end of this turn. Okay. They've got an in-archetype imperm. And it banishes a Maliss monster. It just summons itself back. Oh my god, dude. That's so annoying. If this card becomes banished, you can target one Malice card in your graveyard, banish it, and if you do, add a Malice card of the same type from your deck to your hand. What the fuck, dude? God, these cards are crazy. Wow. This is crazy, especially as we see a decline in what is it? A decline in the non-engine doing as much work. Although I guess it's kind of been coming back since people started putting Fiendsmith in the stuff. The non-engine has been coming back pretty hard. But like when you're dealing with like normal Ryu-ge, your non-engine like doesn't do anything against it. So it can be kind of tough, and so just more extenders like this, and then like in archetype imperm feels really nice. Like it doesn't require a cost, so you have to have a Malice monster to banish. But like if you do the banish, like it's just free advantage. If you have the thing to banish, it's just free. Wow. These are really crazy. Malice is looking really nice. I imagine we're going to be getting some crazy Ryu-ge cards as well. And so they're both going to be looking like even more crazy than they were before. If we get crazy Ryu-ge cards, I imagine people might even drop the Fiendsmith stuff again. But maybe they won't. Maybe they won't. It depends. I think it depends on what it ends up looking like. We'll have to see. But yeah, I've seen a lot of people playing Fiendsmith and Malice as well. It's interesting though. These two new cards kind of rely on you having a critical mass of Malice cards. And I think you probably will have that, but I think these two cards are a bit more weak than the other Malice cards, which might be a problem potentially. But also March Hare is crazy. Like I think March Hare specifically is absolutely insane and is absolutely going to find a place. It might just be at one copy though. I think you only need the one copy. If you could just find a way to add the March Hare to hand, I think they have a way to do that. Hold up. Oop, wrong. There we go. Yeah, the field spell just banishes them. It doesn't search. Oh yeah, okay. So MTP07 is the one that adds to hand. Right. Yeah. So you could add March Hare. March Hare can banish a Malice card, so it could actually just banish MTP if you need it. But more likely, you're probably going to be banishing a monster of some kind, and then you special summon this card. It's material. You banish it somehow. And then you can pay 300 life points to add it back to hand to do it again later, or to add a different Malice monster to hand. Yeah, that seems pretty nice. Wow. And Malice in the Mirror, you can search off of what's it? Heart? Is it? Which one is it? Is it Red Ransom? Red Ransom! Yeah, it adds a Malice spell. Currently, there's only one target for that, which is the field spell. So now we have a second target for that. That's actually pretty decent. So I think it absolutely does find its way in. Maybe even just as a 1-of to search, but possibly as a 3-of is basically like it's searchable non-engine, right? In a way. Wow. And then the second effect is also really nice. These are crazy. Holy moly. Like I said, there's going to be Ryu-ge stuff coming. There has to be Ryu-ge stuff coming. We had 2 ryu-ge cards. We had 2 Malice cards. There's going to be 2 Ryu-ge cards. I wouldn't be surprised if that also was crazy for Ryu-ge. But as it stands currently, this really gives Malice some nice cards here. And I wouldn't be surprised if this helped Maliss like even out the playing field with ryu-ge. We'll see how good the ryu-ge cards are and if they uneven out the playing field. But yeah, these are so good. These are so good. Holy moly. Yeah, that's my thoughts on these. Let me know what you think of these and all the previous cards as well. What do you think of the ryu-ge stuff? Do you think that ryu-ge as a deck can work now? What do you think about this awful Shining Sarcophagus deck? Is it something at all? At all? I'm really interested to hear your thoughts on Psalm of Kings. Like, what does this mean for the Dominus stuff? I don't think it means anything right now, but we'll see. Show me some funny combos with Tistina and Ashend. Let me know what you think about the Metal Morph stuff. I think it's really neat. 6 Samurais are here. Oh, and tell me your favorite part about the Sinful Spoils lore and how great it is. I would love to hear your thoughts on the wonderful Adam and Eve but Yuri tale of Sinful Spoils. All right. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see ya in the next one. Bye-bye. Hey there. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Got a lot more for you if you want them. Just hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to get notifications. I'd also appreciate if you left me a like and a comment, maybe share the video around with your friends. You can also follow me on all the usual social media sites. Just check out my website in the description below for more info. My videos are funded by my patrons and YouTube members, whose names you'll see scrolling by underneath credits here. For just $1 a month, you too could find yourself here, trapped in my end screen for all eternity. In particular, I'd like to thank Haru Hayes, Fleakill, Frog Prince Michael, Jeremy Coatney, the Almighty Ferret Lord, and Fire Mizumi. A big thanks to all my other patrons and unto my little community as a whole. Remember to be kind to yourselves, be kind to others, and have a wonderful whatever time it is for you. Bye-bye.